Pessoal, houve uma atualização do CID-11 em 2018 pela Organização Mundial da Saúde. Com ela houve uma alteração na classificação do autismo também, mas aí só para dizer aqui, em junho de 2018, the World Health Organization is today releasing its new International Classification of Diseases, CID-11. Sendo que o que eu quero mostrar mais importante é aqui, CID-11 will be presented at the World Health Assembly in May 2018 for adoption by member. Desculpa aí meu inglês, tá? By member states and will come into effect on 1 January 2022. This release is an advance preview that will allow countries to plan how to use the new version, prepare translations, and train health professionals all over the country. Então, em 2022 aqui vai entrar em rigor efetivamente nos países que utilizam essa classificação da OMS, como o Brasil. Aí tem uma outra página aqui que tem falando. Então já foi apresentado, foi em 2019 na Associação Mundial da Assembleia Mundial de Saúde. Da Assembleia Mundial de Saúde já foi apresentado, já foi editado, e só que em 2022 entra em rigor nos países já com as traduções, né? Vai ser feita a tradução ainda, preparação dos profissionais. Bom, aí a gente vem aqui, nova classificação, aqui nesse site aqui do tismo.as. A nova classificação de doenças CID-11 unifica transtorno do espectro do autismo para o código 6A02. Assim como no DSM, que foi em 2013, o DSM-5 foi atualizado em 2013, a questão do autismo, e o Manual do Diagnóstico e Estatística dos Transtornos Mentais. A nova CID une os transtornos do espectro num só diagnóstico. O transtorno do espectro do autismo TEA passou a constar na nova classificação estatística internacional de doenças e problemas relacionados à saúde. A CID-11, lançada nesta sexta-feira, já passou isso aí, né? Já foi em 2018, 18 de junho de 2018. Então, o documento seguiu a alteração feita em 2013 da nova versão manual do diagnóstico e estatística dos transtornos mentais, DSM-5, na sigla em inglês. Então, que reuniu todos os transtornos que estavam dentro do espectro do autismo num só diagnóstico TEA, transtorno do espectro autista. A CID-10 trazia vários diagnósticos, mas aqui a nova versão da classificação une todos esses diagnósticos em transtorno do espectro autista, código 6A02. As subdivisões passaram a ser apenas relacionadas a prejuízos na linguagem funcional e deficiência intelectual. A intenção é facilitar o diagnóstico e simplificar a codificação para acesso a serviços de saúde. Legal, né? Aí aqui tem a tradução que tem lá no site da OMS. Aqui tem um vídeo também.
International Classification of Diseases is an international health information standard for recording diseases, injuries, external causes of illness and death, patient safety events, primary care, traditional medicine, and many other components that are relevant for reporting and recording the health of a population. ICD is part of a family of classification, the WHO family of international classifications, that comprises as core classifications, besides the ICD, also a classification on functioning, disability and health, and a classification on health interventions. There's a set of special classifications called derived and related classifications that cover special aspects like oncology or drugs or other domains in health. ICD is a global standard that has been implemented in about 110 countries that account for 60% of the world's population, for counting deaths, for counting illness of the population in order to monitor health, to allocate resources. And while I'm saying allocating resources, be aware that 70% of the world health resources are allocated based on ICD-coded data in order to plan health, in order to refund for administrative purposes, for patient safety events. So ICD matters to everybody, directly or indirectly, because it serves to standardize also the way diseases are diagnosed, and this means that research can compile data from different sources and can improve the knowledge and understanding of diseases and their treatment, and as such it will influence everybody's health. CID-11 is different from previous versions because it's built on an electronic infrastructure. It has increased user support. It has been a fully transparent, publicly accessible process while it is being designed, and it will be so during the ongoing maintenance of ICD in the future. ICD is different from a scientific point of view. It has been updated extensively. It now includes a section on traditional medicine. It has improved codability of HIV. It has a new structure for antimicrobial resistance, and many other aspects similar to this, just to give a few examples. ICD has, thanks to its electronic infrastructure, a very much simplified coding interface, so training will be much easier than in the past. And as I said again, the open proposal mechanism will allow to access ICD much easier than in the past. Now, I was talking about the human coding interface, but the novelty is also the computer or software interface that comes with the ICD that can be used online or offline, so you can use a web services, we call it, or application programming interface, so you can connect it to any software of your liking and enjoy the same features of ICD. The electronic infrastructure also enables us to have a translation platform for the first time in ICD's history. This means any translation can then take advantage of the same features that we are at the moment showing just for the English version. Also, some translations are making big progress now. CID-11 may have a longer shelf life than previous versions because from its inherent infrastructure it is designed to be updated at regular intervals. So we foresee that updates that have no statistical impact, that improve user guidance, can be done on an annual basis. So updates that have slight impact on statistics may be done at 5-yearly rates, and updates that have big impact on statistics, core statistics I'm talking about, may be done at 10-yearly rates, like changes to the rules that will really create big shifts in statistics. This version is released a year ahead of the assembly next year, so that countries have the opportunity to prepare for the implementation. Implementation requires accurate planning, assessment of what changes need to be done in the system, training of staff, adaptation of IT systems, eventually even changes to legislation. This takes time. Having this version early enough will allow people to prepare and to understand the classification, prepare for the translations, and get ready by the time it's adopted. One should not be scared of this. Also, I'm saying a lot of details that are necessary, because after adoption usually there's a lag time of 3 years that country can start the implementation, and we are well aware that implementation in low and middle income countries may be easier due to the infrastructure than in other countries that have a highly complex integrated health information system. So between now and May 2019, we will be working on the classification to improve the user guidance, to improve some of the additional access, but of course the coding structure will be stable. This enables the future users, the countries, to really prepare for the implementation. We will have put in place an updating process so we can handle proposals that are coming in the meantime, and then we will submit a summary report to the Executive Board of WHO in January 2019 for then being processed by the World Health Assembly in May 2019.
Bem, pessoal, o contato com o pessoal da Organização Mundial de Saúde vocês podem ter entrando nesse site, ó. Vocês podem ter o contato aqui, tá? É isso aí.